What is going on out there, peeps? All right, just playing a little catch up today is what I'm doing, going over all the news. Yesterday, I was so busy and tied up into what's going on the gold and silver market that, I think I did just like one video. So, again, I'm just playing a little catch up. I don't think we missed a whole lot of what's going on out there, but let's talk about the Vietnam Dong today. Before we get into this, a quick reminder, you guys, I hope to God, and I pray that you are moving some of your earnings, some of your holdings, some of your money, finding a way to buy some precious metals. I cannot stress this enough. Every indicator out there on everything that I'm watching right now says gold and silver is the right move. I'm watching everything that these people are doing, and I'm trying to bring this news to you as I get it. Again, if you're considering here in the United States moving into some gold and silver or precious metals, please give our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange a consideration. The link is in the description. If you buy more than $100 worth of precious metals, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and get a free half ounce of silver. It'll be well worth it. We have Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. In here, we talk about investment opportunities, gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investment opportunities. No politics. Leave the politics for over here, which is known as the hidden things in front of your eyes. In here, we talk about QAnon, current events, politics, false flag events, 9/11, chemtrails, the whole 9 yards. You can bring that over to this group. This is what this group's for. We don't want to mix it with the investment group. Okay, I just want to make that clear. I do have a Twitter, as you guys are well aware of by now. The link for this is in the description if you want to come and join me on Twitter. All right, so let's get into what's going on in Vietnam. So you guys hear me talk about this all the time. Again, just like in Iraq, I do own the currency. All right, that's an investment, but I'm also involved in the stock market. So there's a lot of reasons why I really pay attention to what's going on in Iraq. Before I used to do the reports for the Iraqi dinar every now and then, but people are like, wait a minute, now we are invested in Iraq as well, so they want the news all the time. Now this is the same thing for Vietnam. We're not just invested in the currency, but in the stock market. So that's why you see me do reports showing you guys that obviously the stronger the economy, the stronger their currency, especially since the US dollar seems to be collapsing. That means the exchange rate is going to change. But furthermore, once these things happen, what are you going to do with your money? Well, I am looking long term as well. All right, so let's get into what's going on in Vietnam because this is good. The Bach 9 attracts 119 foreign investment projects January through August. This is good. We're talking about outside investors. So when you're looking at economy, okay, so if you're holding the Vietnam Dong, obviously you want the economy to become stronger. The stronger it becomes, the more valuable its currency. The weaker the US dollar becomes, the higher the exchange rate for Vietnam Dong to US dollars. That's why we pay attention to all these types of things. All right, the Northern Province of Bach 9 licensed 119 foreign investment projects worth 334.8 million in the first 8 months of 2020, according to the Provincial Statistics Office. This is good. These are outside investors coming into Vietnam. I hope to see a lot of this with Iraq. We know that right now Vietnam is being pushed through the World Trade Organization, which is really going to open the doors for Vietnam even more and make their currency much stronger. I love this idea. To attract both foreign and domestic investors, Bach 9 focused on improving its business climate by prioritizing projects which use less land, less labor, and have high investment rates, significant budget collection, and high technology, the Vietnam government portal reported. Yeah, this is good. These projects being able to hit the ground running with very little overhead expense. The province will allow 1,602 existing foreign invested projects to increase their capital by 19.64 billion US dollars. This is why I like in both Iraq and Vietnam as long-term investments. They are both growing while we hope Iraq starts to grow. But Vietnam is already hitting the ground running. Of these 1,331 projects are the manufacturing processing industry, making up 83%, including 1,205 projects from South Korea, 112 projects from China, and 86 from Japan. So this is good. This is making their economy stronger. This is what I'm watching. Stock market makes smart recovery in August. That's right. This is another indicator of how the economy is doing. The resurgence of the Rona in late July had a negative impact on the stock market then, but thanks to the government's control of the outbreak, along with the economic stimulus and increased public investment, the stock market recovered significantly in August. We're starting to see that everywhere. This is great news everywhere. As people start opening up, getting past the Rona, you're going to see huge recoveries in the economy, especially in Vietnam, who's done a wonderful job of dealing with the Rona. All right. All indices of the Ho Chi Minh Stock Exchange gained last month. Listen to this. All indices gained. All. So if you're invested in any of the companies on there, you achieve some type of gain. All of them did have a gain. The VN All Share closed at 10.81%. Up 797.34, and the VN30 was up 11.23% at 823.93. In other words, let me just break this down and simplify it. That is, they're seeing growth, they're seeing opportunity. What we're seeing is it's going to really take off. As people open up around the world from coronavirus, this is really going to help Vietnam, who during the first quarter of the year was explosive despite the Rona, but could have did a lot better. But unfortunately, the other countries are shut down. They were not able to take advantage more than they were. The top 5 stocks that bought were, of course, Vienna Homes. I talk about this. That's the big one, all right? So there's other ones in here, but you can look again. When I talk about certain stocks, we see the same names pop up over and over. Again, long term, that's what I'm looking at. This is what I look for. Not just the currency, but I want to be able to take my money and make my money work for me. That's why I watch these types of things. That's why I share this with you. Before, I would barely share this with you. People are like, wait, share with us, because we're just like you. I want to invest long term. So they are all watching what I'm talking about when I talk about Vietnam long term, not just the currency. Whole Fat sells nearly 500,000 tons of steel produced in August. That's actually ass whipping for the record. Whole Fat Group sold nearly 500,000 tons of products in August, including more than 320,000 tons of steel and 170,000 tons of billets. Despite the Rona, the volume of steel soared by 65% month on month. So in 1 month, it increased 65%. This is huge, including 54,000 tons from exports, tripled that in the same period last year. So it's tripled for the same period last year. This is great. This is awesome for Vietnam. They are really growing at an exponential rate. Despite poor weather conditions and social distancing orders necessitated by the pandemic, consumption of whole fat steel in civil construction remains high. So in the first 8 months of the year, Whole Fat produced 3.2 million tons of steel, including 2.1 million tons of construction steel within the remainder ballots. This is great. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm looking for when I consider investing in long terms in Vietnam. So I like to share with you because a lot of you do care and a lot of you are paying attention. Not everybody, because people are like, what's this got to do with the dong? Yeah, if you can't see what's going on and understand how it really affects their local currency, then you're missing the point. The stronger the economies, the better they do, the stronger their currency becomes. You want to see these type of indicators. But I'm also looking at it in another view, and that is I'm curious about long-term investment into Vietnam, especially in real estate, both in Vin Homes as well as Vin Group. They're the 2 biggest ones, plus Vina Milks, plus their banks. All right? I'm investing in hotels and banks over there in Iraq, which seem to be breaking out. So anyway, steel for exports surpassed 70% annually for more than 310,000 tons, nearly doubling year on year. And this is happening despite the Rona. Its major markets include Japan, South Korea, Malaysia, Australia, Canada, Thailand, Cambodia, and Laos. The point being, if they're making these huge strides despite the Rona, you can only imagine what happens once we remove the restrictions of the quarantine. They're going to take off like a bat out of hell. And if you're looking at this long term, this is great news. And that is, what does this do to their economy once all these restrictions are removed? Vietnam is going to blow up, man. So if you're holding on to the Vietnam dong, this is great news. This is what we're watching for. Okay, I just wanted to share this information with you because a lot of you go, I don't get it, Pimpy. Why? Sometimes you do. Other people do. People that's been with me for a while understand why I share this information. Because we know it's not just short term, which is the currency. And although that it does affect its currency, again, once the economy becomes stronger, so does their currency. All right. But also, I'm eyeballing, for me personally and others who are interested, what happens once these rate change happens and you make a lot of money? What are you going to do with it? I want my money to work for me. That's why I pay attention to what's going on in Vietnam, both short term and long term. And this is why I bring this information to you. There's a lot of information that I want to share, and I hope you guys think about this and take it in consideration. I'm still looking into how it is we can, as individuals, invest into Vietnam Stock Exchange. All right. As soon as I find out this information, I will share with the group. A lot of you have asked me about this. We already know, don't we, which stocks we're going to be going after. And it's inexpensive at the moment. All right, you guys. So that's it for now. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. Bye.